Hi, I'm Connie Romanek, speech language pathologist at Communicate, and I am so excited to tell you all about our new and improved Bears and Chairs language learning kit. Our small but mighty kit got even mightier. Now, this is the kit you're going to want to use if you're helping children with instructional language. That's the language they need to succeed in school. They need enough language to be able to learn through language. And that instructional or academic language is different than the way we speak at home. It's less familiar, contains higher level vocabulary, is more dense in information, and often more complex grammatically. So we really need to ensure that they have these language skills that they will need to then learn through language. We're going to tackle that in 3 ways. We're going to make sure they got the words they need to know, those high frequency yet tricky words for them, position words, time words, quantity words. We're going to make sure that they can hold that information in working memory while they figure things out and then complete the task. And then we're going to make sure they actually have the social communication skills necessary to communicate with somebody, because that's what it's all about. Somebody's a listener, somebody's a speaker. We go back and forth. We maintain this topic. We maintain attention on each other. We read facial expressions, body language, and we know when there's a breakdown, when we need to ask for a repetition or clarification or repair that in some way. So all of that can be done with Bears and Chairs. How, you ask? Well, we always say it's as easy as 1, 2, 3 here at Communicate. So of course you're going to need to set the stage. And in this case, in Bears and Chairs, you start off level 1 by giving the child the big bears and the black chair. You're sitting across from them, hopefully, because you really want to make sure you've got that eye contact and the ability to read bodies and faces and so on. And then the adult or teacher would take level 1 cards. These are the green ones. So you're all set to go. You got it going. Step 1, say the picture card to the child. You can either read the sentence or say it your own way. So I'm going to read the sentence. Put the red bear on the chair. So I said it. Number 2, child makes the arrangement. Number 3, the card is revealed. If it's the same, perfect. The child understood everything you said. If it's not the same, well, it's quite clear what they didn't understand. They didn't understand the word on, or they had trouble holding on to those 2 key pieces of information, the color and the position. So let's say they did that. Oh, you put him under, but look, I said on the chair. Put the bear on the chair. Can you move him and put him on the chair? So then they do that. Awesome. Red bear's on the chair. So I've done lots of repetition. I really stressed that position word. They got to touch it. They got to move it. They got to see it. They got to hear it. And hopefully that's going to be enough for them to learn it. So that's how you use it in those 3 easy steps. And that was an example of when they're the listener. So of course you're going to really want to make sure that they understand these cards fairly well before they become the speaker. But having said that, if they just want to jump in and have a turn, I usually just follow their lead and see what happens. But let's say they've gone through the cards, they've been a good listener, they seem to understand fairly well. So you switch roles. The adult takes the items, the child gets the cards, they turn over a picture card, and they tell you what to do by describing the image. I prefer, some kids know how to read or even hyperlexic, but I really want to make sure that they have the underlying language that they're going to need for everything else school related. So I prefer if they don't read and they just describe the image. So I want it to be accurate, concise, and grammatically correct. So maybe they tell me to put the red bear behind the chair. So I do it. That was step 1. They told me what to do. Step 2, I did it. Step 3 is the reveal. Oh, you said behind, but you mean beside. Can you tell me that? I say beside, and they say, awesome job. Here he goes, beside. The red bear is beside the chair. So there's all kinds of ways to make it super fun, super positive, really forgiving. All the supports that you need to put in there, you can. And it just goes on like that, and the children typically get better and better, and quite quickly too, because they've got lots of focused practice, lots of repetition with those keywords, all the supports you can possibly embed to make them successful, and they have all their senses involved. So it really is effective. So that's level 1, bears and chairs. That's the green cards, and now there are 30 green cards. We didn't have that many in level 1 before. We had a total of 60 cards, but now we have a total of 100 cards. And we really did a lot of work with level 1 as well, making it really easy for you to create sub-levels, levels that are even easier than this level. For example, cards 1 to 6 only have the position word on. So remember, level 1 has 2 pieces of information, color and position word, and you can take these 6 cards and make a subgroup out of them, so the child is only working on, and they get all kinds of repeated practice moving the bears on the chair. So that's a way to create a sub-level, and then maybe they're pretty good with that, so you want to contrast it with the 6 picture cards that show the bears under the chair. So now you can mix these up and present them randomly to the child when you're working on and under. You can add behind, you can reduce the number of bears. There's lots of ways to simplify this level and meet them where they're at and help them just get better and better and increase their skills. Level 1. Level 2, yellow picture cards. You'll notice that there are 3 bolded words in this level: size, color, and position. So we need these small bears to come into play. So we got the black chair, all the bears, 2 pieces, 3 pieces of critical information. And when they're good at understanding and speaking at this level, you're ready to move on to level 3, the 30 blue cards here. Now you've got everything. You've added the white chairs, you got all the items, and you're working here at 4 to 5 pieces of critical information. That's a lot. And the other thing about level 3 is this is where we bring in our quantity words. Words like all except, both, and couple. Those are words we use all the time, but are also very abstract for children. So here's a chance to really hone in and target them and teach them to mastery. And then the other thing we have, as always, is our extension activity. Those will always have a purple background. There are 5 sequences to practice here, 5 3-part sequences. So now you can practice time words as well. So our sequences go first, then last. And of course, within the instructions, it's a lot of additional information. So I'll kind of give the child all the items, and I'll say, first, put the chairs beside each other far apart. So they carry out that instruction as the first step. And I reveal the picture card. Maybe I have a little sticky with the number 1. Here's an additional piece of information. Good job. That was the first thing you needed to do. Then you need to, and they do it awesome. First you did this, then you did this. And the last thing you need to do is, and they do it good for you, first, then last. Can you show me what you did before this step? So there's all kinds of ways to really hone in on those incredibly difficult time words. Yeah, so the next thing I wanted to mention in terms of what we've done to improve it is we've included this box to hold all the picture cards in here. So they'll be safe from damage, because of course this is the secret sauce in the kit. This is really what you need to help you get going. This is 30 years of speech language pathologist experience, knowing what kids need to know, what they have trouble learning, how to teach it, how to level it, how to add supports, and so on. So you want to keep your secret sauce all together and nice and safe in our card box. We've got this here to remind you. It's as easy as 1, 2, 3 to work on receptive and expressive language, those steps. On the back, we've got the picture cards, how many in each level, the targets in them, how many pieces of information, and so on. So everything is here for you. We've got a nice new box. We still have a QR code on it to bring you right to our website, right to the explainer videos and seed in action videos, so you know exactly what to do the minute you sit down to use it. Thank you so much for listening. I really hope that was helpful. I really hope this kit is going to help you help those kids succeed. And please watch my next video where I'm going to tell you all about our new Touch and Talk kit. Bye for now.